Hi, this is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional and neither is this story. 33-year-old Deshante and her 29-year-old boyfriend Thompson have both been charged with murder after they beat her 6-year-old son to death. So look, according to the reports, on Sunday, officers were called to the home of Deshante after she called 911 and said, "My son is barely breathing. I think he's unconscious. All I know is he came home and told me that he was feeling sick. So I told him, go take a shower. And when he went to take a shower, I heard a big bang. And that's when he fell." Captain Randy Lee said in an email statement, "When we got to the little boy, his breathing was very shallow and he had blood coming from his mouth. When we got the child to the hospital, the doctors told us that the majority of the boy's body was covered in bruises. They said at least 80% of his body. He had massive trauma to his head and his arm was broken." 6-year-old Andrew was later put on life support, but 3 days later, he was taken off. Doctors said his brain showed no signs of activity. He was brain dead.
Boy appears in court and faints when the judge reads the charges. Henry County Police have charged deshante LaShawn Beard with murder in the death of her son. Doctors took that little boy off life support this week.
Beard could be heard weeping off camera during today's court appearance. Fox 5's Doug Evans has more on the case tonight.
First of all, Henry County Police have now released the little boy's name. He's been identified as 6-year-old Jacob Andrew Williams. And what happened to little Jacob, according to police, is just simply tragic. Henry County Police say they arrived at his home on Belmont Farms Road in Ellenwood after a 911 call. Now, according to police, quote, officers arrived on scene and located the 6-year-old boy who had shallow breathing, was unresponsive, and had blood coming from the mouth. Jacob was transported first to Piedmont Henry Hospital and then flown to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Eggleston, where he was taken off life support Wednesday. Henry County Police say they've now filed murder charges against Jacob's mother and her boyfriend. His mother has been identified as 33-year-old deshante LaShawn Beard. Her boyfriend, according to police, is 29-year-old Les Thompson. Henry County Police say doctors at Piedmont Henry Hospital told them that Jacob had numerous bruises covering his entire body. Jacob's mother appeared before a judge in Henry County Court. When she was told she was being charged with malice murder, she collapsed weeping.
1 count of felony murder, both of those being felonies.
What she said.
Listen, Deshante, it's too late to be coming in court falling out. It's too late to be crying. You knew exactly what you was doing. 80% of this little boy's body was covered in bruises. If there was ever a time for you to cry, that should have been the time right there. When y'all broke his arm, that should have been a time that you was crying. It's too late right now. Andrew is dead. And you passing out and crying ain't gonna bring him back. This is what you wanted. This is what you and your boyfriend was working towards. Every punch, every kick, every bruise. This is what it was leading up to. Death. And Deshante, I'm going to tell you this here. Ain't nothing that judge can tell you can equal up to what you and your boyfriend did to your son. Listen, y'all. This world is full of miserable people. And unfortunately, most of those miserable people have children. And over time, those miserable people destroy those children.